Hello everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to the Road to Glory career mode. I hope you are all doing well. Last episode, we began life in the Premier League. We made a lot of new signings. We also let a couple of players go. And in that video, I asked you guys what we thought about the potential signing of Pedro de la Vega. So, a lot of you have told me that he gets really good in your save files. So I've gone ahead and I've activated his release clause, £7 million. It just seems too good to pass up on. So as we go ahead and offer him a contract to start today's video, if you did watch the last episode, you know how the Premier League started. We've played 2 games. We lost to Liverpool 3-1 and we drew 2-2 with Aston Villa after being 2-0 down in that game. So our first point of the season. Today we've got Wolves, we've got Arsenal, we've also got a cup game as well, but there's the rest of the transfer window to play through. And as you get into these contract talks, crucial first team player for Pedro de la Vega. That's interesting because I thought he'd only ask for maybe important or maybe even rotation. But crucial makes me think that he's quite a good overall already. So we have to get him into the team now if he's wanting crucial. 4-year contract. He's happy with that. No release clause. That's happy with me. And what is he going to want in the wages? £30,000 a week is doable. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the goal bonus because I imagine he probably will score goals for us. And I'm going to give him £35,000 a week and he should accept that. And he looks like he's going to be our final signing, unless we let go of anyone else of the window. Unless it's also going to be a loan deal or something like that. I have got my eyes on a couple of other players. Saliba, Christopher Ayer as well from Celtic. And a couple of goalkeepers. Let's see if we can cheekily get a loan deal for one of these two. I doubt it. But will either club let them go? And there you go. No, not quite. So, pretty much, looks like we're going to be with Joe Hart in goal at least till January. Or until Moore gets really, really good to come into the team. Now, Pedro de la Vega. Oh, look at that. 80 rated already. That's good because he can already come into the team and play a part. 3-star, 3-star. His finishing needs a bit of work. But with a bit of training, this guy is going to be insane for us. I'm glad you guys suggested him now. Thank you for that. All right, let's put him onto the bench. And he should probably start over El Ghazi in place of Martinelli. Because El Ghazi's not really done much since the season started. But welcome to the club, Pedro de la Vega. As we go into the first game of today then, I just want to say a huge thank you for the incredible support on the previous episode. As a deal for you guys, if you can hit 200 likes on this video, I'll give you another episode of the Road to Glory career mode tomorrow as a thank you. So, yeah, that is the like target, 200, and you will get yourself another episode to watch tomorrow. But let's head into game against Wolves. We welcome them to the new lawn. Pedro de la Vega's first game at the club. He's wearing the number 19 shirt, so look out for him on the field of play. Wolves stick with a 5 at the back, and up front as well, Diogo Jota still at the club. So we're going to have to watch out for him because he is a player who can do real damage to you if you don't mark him tightly and allow him too much time on the ball. And here is the danger man, Diogo Jota, as he skips inside. Todibo doesn't really make the challenge. And Jota spins back on the left foot, gets the shot away. Hart keeps it out of the near post. Corner ball then for Wolves to work with. Only 10 minutes in. This would be a bad start if we allowed them to score here. De la Vega, though, calmly does it from that corner. As we look to break away with the pass through towards Lopez, though. Gave it away, and now Morgan Gibbs-White, edge of our penalty area. He gets the shot away. And Joe Hart again is needed. Todibo, we're under a pressure here as Jota's in. And Jota scores. It is 1-0 Wolves. We've barely got out of our own half since the game began. I'm starting to think maybe we potentially need to switch our formation around because I am noticing that there's no sort of link up between the back four into midfield. So maybe we need to drop it a little bit deeper. We could probably stick with a 4-3-3, but instead of playing the attacking version, we go to like a defensive midfielder instead. Because as you know, we play with Lopez as the cam and sort of 2 central midfielders. So I'm wondering if maybe we should do that. I am going to try it out. Let me switch to a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder instead and have Lacerda as a sort of ball into midfield. Martinelli, the furthest man forward for Forest Green Rovers as we try and counter from a Wolves corner. He's done rather well here and he will find the ball out wide to Lacerda, who should be playing CDM, but he's now in the penalty area and he goes down. It's a penalty kick and it's a chance of an equalising goal. But why is Lacerda the furthest midfielder forward? He is being instructed to play CDM, but yeah, he left his position there and he wins as a penalty, so I can't really complain. Connor Cody goes in the referee's book with a yellow card. It's a definite penalty kick. Who takes this? Remember, it used to be Bukayo Saka, but now he's left. We haven't really got a top-tier penalty taker, so I'm going to trust Solano here. And we're going to go to that favoured left side. And that is a phenomenal penalty. Forest Green 1, Wolves 1. Jota here with the ball through. Joe Hart needs to close this angle down. And he's done enough. He's had a very busy game as our goalkeeper. Morgan Gibbs-White puts that chance wide. Jota fed the pass through. Actually, it was a save by Hart. Fingertips. Martinelli finds De La Vega, who's been very quiet on his debut. But that is a lovely ball through for Dest, who can drive into the space. And are we about to find the chance? Yes, we are. Christian Solano gets his second. And against the run of play at the New Lawn, we've taken the lead. This is going to be a big result if we can see this out. We maybe haven't deserved to win the game, but when you're playing Premier League football, you've got to get the results by any way possible. Jota has got the run down this right-hand side. Facer needs to cut it off. Jota, though, chooses to go himself, and that's a great ball through. And Vendel will score to make it 2-2. It looks like that's going to be the draw. But we can't even really say that that's not deserved. I mean, they've tried so hard to get the goal here, Wolves, and they've been denied by Joe Hart numerous times. So, yeah, Facer played him onside. Into the last 30 seconds of the game as John Roddy kicks it out. Godfrey will head it on. Now Gravenberch, but no, the referees ended the game. It's finished 2-2. It's another draw, and it's another 2-2 draw, actually. But this time, we weren't 2-0 down. We actually were leading in this game, but we couldn't quite hold out. And I feel like this season, we are going to probably concede a fair few goals. But today, it wasn't down to Joe Hart, because he played out of his mind in this game. Solano with a 9.2 match rating, gets man of the match. Joe Hart, 7.8. Shows you how busy he was. 7 saves to his name. John Roddy with just the 2. And the match facts, by the way. 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals for us. 11 and 9 on target for Wolves. So yeah, I will happily take a point from that game. And our next game is in the Cup, I believe. And then after that, it's Arsenal. So I don't think I'm going to be playing that Cup game. We'll probably sim it. And then we'll get ourselves into the Arsenal game and look to add some more points to the board. It is in the Cup, and it's round 2, so we should have no problems here. And the result against Bradford is a 4-1 win. Tadibo, 2 for El Ghazi, and 1 for Solano on our side, and Pritchard gets 1 back for them. That is an expected result. So I've switched the formation again. We're going to go with a 4-2-3-1 against Arsenal with Lopez, Martinelli, and Pedro de la Vega as like a midfield attacking 3. And of course, Solano just in front of them. And then behind them, we are going to go with Lacerda, and we're going to go with Ben Godfrey. And Godfrey is going to play as a holding midfielder to try and protect our back 4. So that means Gravenberch drops to the bench. So I'll see you for that game in a second. Arsenal's 11 is there, and it looks like they've matched our formation. Top of the goal-scoring charts, Alexandre Lacazette starts and leads the line for them. He's got 5 in his first 3 this season. But for our formation, this is what it actually looks like as it'll pop up in a moment on the actual pitch. And the players that I mentioned, it's going to be a big, big game for the likes of Ben Godfrey, because we're looking at him now to protect that back 4 and make that spot his. And I actually just realised Martinelli is playing against his current parent club. So I apologise for that. Usually he wouldn't be allowed to play. If I'd have recognised it sooner, I'd have taken him out. So, in fact, just to be on that, that note, I will actually bring him off the next time the ball goes out of play. Because he wouldn't be allowed to play normally. So El Ghazi will come straight in. So that's one of our changes already used. Torreira there wins it off of Lacerda. A little bit too easy for my liking, as Lacazette will look to get the shot away. But Jose Antonio with a big block inside our penalty area. And we defend it. I'm not used to this. There's been no goal yet in the game. We're 36 minutes in. Every Premier League game we played so far has had a goal by now. As Solano gets it to Lopez. Diego, what are you going to do for us? Can you create something? He's got Lacerda for support. And Lacerda might just look to shoot. And well, Jose Antonio's block is matched by 1 from Kimpembe as well. Both teams defending really well so far. As Solano here. Kimpembe, again, closes him down, wins it straight away. But Pedro de la Vega does it as well. This is a real battle going on here. As we got a little bit too excited and took a shot on that we probably should have crossed. But there is some real challenges coming into this game. It's a fight right now from both teams. Bergwin's ball will find Ndai as they look for a chance. There's honestly not been a lot of opportunities in the game for either team. It's been a battle here. But Arsenal have struck with 17 minutes to play. Bergwijn creeps it in at the near post, past Joe Hart. And that is heartbreaking for us, really. We don't deserve that. Out of all the Premier League performances this season alone, I actually feel like, yeah, there's not been that many opportunities for either team, but I actually feel this has been our best performance so far. And you haven't really seen much of it, because we've matched them on nearly every single level today. Ben Godfrey has been sensational in breaking up the Arsenal attacks. But it looks like we're going to end up getting nothing from the Emirates as Bergwijn scores that goal. Here is the substitute, Haroun, trying to create something. Finds El Ghazi. El Ghazi gets the chance, and he's found the back of the net. What a finish that is by Anwar El Ghazi. And it's an assist for the substitute, Haroun, who's come on for Solano in what's going to be his final game for the club, because we've accepted a deal of £1 million for him to leave. You might remember we brought him in for very, very cheap money. Was it last season, I think? And he's about to leave because I don't see a future here for him at Forest Green. But here's one of the changes that we've made, and he's come on and got an assist. And that makes it 1-1. 5 minutes, no, less than 5 minutes left now. If we can hold out. I know it's another draw, but it's points on the board, and that's what we need. We need to get these points just to make sure we're gaining some momentum ahead of what could be a very long relegation fighting season. And Ketia now for them, trying to get something up the other end. It's blocked by Jose Antonio. It's going to be a corner for us to defend. Please don't throw this away now. Neves takes the delivery, and there it is into the box. Facer gets the first header away, and Dai needs to be put under pressure, but he's not really as he finds the pass through. Kimpembe can't get the shot away. Jose Antonio, though, clears that one away. It's finished 1-1 at the Emirates, and we have managed to get a result. Get in. I talked about the performance of Ben Godfrey, a 7.4 match rating for him in that CDM position today. He got 9 out of 10 passes completed, 9 out of 10 dribbles, won 2 out of 2 tackles as well. And he broke up quite a few Arsenal attacks. So, yeah, very, very good from him. But actually, it was El Ghazi who got man of the match on our side. An 8 match rating for that goal. It actually went to Ndai, though. He got the same rating, so we could argue maybe it should have gone the way of El Ghazi. But we're not going to complain. I'm very happy with that result. And you can see by the match facts, you know, we gave as good as we got for the first time this season, it felt like. We actually performed admirably. So I think we're going to be all right. I don't think we're going to be in a relegation fight too much this season. Yeah, we might be at parts, but I feel like we've got enough quality to be able to escape the drop. It is a third draw, though. So it does put us into 15th place after the first 4 games in the season. And teams around us are also on 3 points as well. Thankfully, Wolves, earlier on, who we managed to get a result against, they're in the relegation zone. So if we didn't get a result against them, that would have been quite frustrating. Southampton as well, Fulham down there too. West Brom have won a game, though, this season. Who did they beat? Because that's a surprising result, kind of. So they lost to City. I thought we'd be fighting with West Brom as well. We still probably will be. But who did they take points off of? Okay, they took points off of Fulham, so I feel all right about that. Because they're also a team they'll be fighting with relegation for. So essentially, if we take points off the teams around us and then try and perform against some of the big teams, we'll be all right this season, I feel like. Transfer deadline day then. 10 hours remain. And we'll quickly show you some of the other deals that have gone through because we've sold a couple more players since I last showed you. So this is what we've done. Pedro de la Vega came in, of course. Cabral's gone to Dynamo for £650,000. Murcia's gone as well to Den Haag in the Eredivisie. Ollie White's gone out on loan. This is an interesting one. I didn't feel he was going to get the game time at the club, and I don't want to lose him on a permanent basis just yet until I know for sure that he's not going to be good enough to play here at the club. So he's gone on loan, and he'll get a season at Real Oviedo where hopefully he'll play. But that's one thing that I think EA needs to address next season, or in the next FIFA, is loan deals. They need to actually play games, you know, or at least some games, because I doubt really Ollie White's even going to play. Maybe I'll be surprised. Haroun's also gone after that great assist against Arsenal, £1.1 million. Yeah, I was never sure about his potential at the club. So that's it. Brings us to that. We've got a deal potentially going through for Rawson. We've accepted an offer of £2.5 million for him to leave. If that goes through, I will look to bring in, I think, Saliba on loan from Arsenal, just to make sure we've got the depth at centre-back. We've, of course, got Jose Antonio, Todibo, Godfrey, and then Saliba if he does come in. But that's only if Rawson leaves. So we'll have to wait and see if that does go through. Okay, so Rawson has gone. So let me go and try and get Saliba in on loan. I hope Arsenal will let him join us. And they are looking to loan him out. I imagine so. He is 21 and could use the first team football. Oh, no. I didn't plan for that, though. So I might have to go and find a centre-back real quick just to make sure we have someone to play there in case of injury. Ryan Astley. Quite slow. But maybe we'll do a job. Let's see. Let's see how much he's going to want in the wages. I'd imagine it's a bit cheaper than the Barcelona centre-back anyway, because he's not playing for Barca, he's playing for Roma. And as we know, the top teams always give a lot of money to their players. So Ryan Astley, centre-back or right-back. I don't know if he's going to be good enough to even play, but we just need someone in case. So please, Roma, be kind. Don't ask for way too much in terms of wage distribution. They're happy to let him go on a 1-year loan deal, and they want... Actually, he's on barely any wages. 50-50 is fine with me. Yeah, there we go. So let's see if this deal goes through. And there it is then. The transfer window is closed. The biggest deal. Marquinhos to Barcelona for £90 million. And all of our business is now done. I actually feel pretty good about what we've done in terms of our transfers, I should say, this season. Astley did come in, by the way, on loan, 70 rated, so he's the same overall as Rawson. And essentially, we're only paying wages, so that's fine with me. But yeah, hopefully you guys are happy with how we did as well. We'll take a quick look at our squad as it's now locked in to see what we're working with. So, of course, Joe Hart, contract expiring in 10 months, is still here. And that's one thing I need to look at as well. I've got quite a few contracts expiring. Mitchell being one of those, and Mills as well. Actually, it's a bit less than I thought. So yeah, that's easy to deal with. But so with the contract situation, Joe Hart probably won't get another one next season. I feel like this is probably his last year. Depends on how he plays, of course, this season. Lance Moore, training him up, getting him ready to be the first team goalkeeper in the future. Tyler Turner, loan listed, probably will never play for the club. Mills is going at the end of the year, he's retiring anyway, and we were going to let him go for free. Facer, top left back. This guy could be the best left back in world football over time. He's one of those players that just gets the job done. Yes, he's made mistakes in the past. He's made quite a lot of them, actually. But he is such a solid choice for us. He does a lot of work that you don't see, where I don't add it into the videos. So, yeah, I'm very happy with him at left back. Brandon Williams as his backup should do a solid job in the cups for us. Todibo, the highest paid player at the club that we actually own. Got to prove why. So far, so good. Happy with what we've seen from him. Jose Antonio is his partner at the back. Solid centre-back. Astley's come in. Ben Godfrey seems like he's going to be playing in central midfield for us at the moment. That's the area in which he's done very well. Serginho Dest, quality so far. Tyler Mitchell, quite unlucky to be on the bench, but Dest is playing well. So he's going to have to work hard to get back into the team. Lacerda, we know what we get from him. Lewis, Gravenberch is an interesting one. Because one of these players that could be really good, but so far I've not really been that impressed with what he's given us. And that's why he's lost his place to Ben Godfrey. Abu Adam's still here. Mason, Davis, Ollie White out on loan, as I said. Lopez, potential to be special. 89 rated, I'd say he's pretty much special already. He is a little bit unhappy due to his contract. So probably going to have to give him a new deal in the next video just to make sure that he stays at the club. Martinelli here as well. El Ghazi scored that goal against Arsenal. Pedro de la Vega, exciting prospect. 80 rated. And he's actually worth 18 million. So 7 million was a steal for him. Gelhard still here. And of course, Solano as our striker. So that's our full squad, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a squad that I have faith in. I am quite confident that we will escape the drop this year. In terms of my youth staff, I've got a couple of scouts already. One in England and one in France. And I do actually have the money to bring in another one. So let's go and get Arthur Drummond. 4-star scout. And let's send him to... In fact, he's Scottish. So let's send him to Scotland. Why not? Maybe you'll uncover some gems over there. But that is going to bring this episode to a close, my friends. I'm excited now because we get to grips with the rest of this season and really go ham with the games and bring a lot to you. So next time out will be Spurs at home as the first live game of the day. We'll move into Watford, who are having a very good start to the season. West Brom in a massive game that we have to get the points in. And we'll probably throw Chelsea in there as well for you to enjoy. Remember, 200 likes and you'll get that video tomorrow. So that is the target. A massive thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, have a great day. Have a great evening. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Stay safe, people, and I'll catch you all again soon. Adios.